Good morning, folks. It's Friday. I honestly don't know where this week has gone. It seems to have flown so quickly. So, how y'all doing with the new opening restrictions being lifted for campsites and salons and hairdressers and restaurants? And quite a number of people I've spoken to have got stuff booked or have already been to have things done, nails, hair, eyebrows, all that kind of good stuff. And there's a number of people going out for a meal. Fingers crossed that we get the weather and it's not too chilly to sit outside in the evenings. So what I wanted to do, obviously I've got no guest today, folks. I have got a guest for you next week. I wanted to just ask you as well, this is not just for guests of people that I know who are business owners or who are people who have come across me through networking. This is for you guys as members of this group. So if any of you would like to jump on and just say hi and just let other members know a little bit more about you. The point of this is that it's a community. And we want to talk to each other, not just me talking at you, right? That's just like being in school, isn't it? We don't want that. So I would love it if we could start to open up some conversations. And the easiest way to do that is for you members who are in here, have been here for a while, to jump on a live with me and just talk about what is going on. Because I know that all of us go through some stuff in life, no matter what age we are. And we think that we are the only person going through it. And it's just nice to hear somebody else saying how they feel, talking about what's going on for them. And you can go, oh my goodness, thank God I'm not the only one who's thinking that or feeling that. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to set up this group in the first place, is because we all have issues with life and lifestyle and stuff that, you know, we'll get the throat curveballs that sometimes we manage well and other times we don't. And oftentimes we do manage things well, particularly as women in here, we're pretty good at managing stuff. It's then when we've dealt with it and it's the aftermath that we can often fall to pieces and feel that we shouldn't. And that's kind of bringing me on to today's topic. So what I wanted to talk to you about today was adaptogens. Now, it's something that I've mentioned before, and for those of you who did jump onto the webinar, you said that you might have remembered that I mentioned I'll be talking to you about supplements, and part of those supplements is adaptogens, because they are naturally occurring herbs that help us with balancing hormones, that help us with feeling calmer or more stimulated, or are just really, really helpful when we're aging. So what exactly does an adaptogen mean? Well, basically, it helps your body to get more of what it needs and kind of less of what it doesn't. It helps your body to balance what is happening. So when it comes to things like stress, and for a lot of the people that I work with, you know, stress is one of the main reasons that we turn to food to soothe in the first place. Stress and anxiety are the two main things that we're not great at having the tools to manage. And we do it with food because it works, right? And it's that simple. We do it with alcohol because it works. Right? We wouldn't keep doing these things if they didn't work. We're none of us are idiots, right? If food didn't make us feel better in the short term, we wouldn't do it. Yes, if you're binge eating every night in the long term, then obviously it doesn't make you feel better. But it's very easy to forget that when you're in a state of anxiety or stress and you just want to change how you feel. Now, adaptogens do similar. So the thing about them is you need to really speak to somebody who actually understands what they are. Don't just willy-nilly go, oh, I'm going to try cordyceps, or oh, I'm going to try reishi, or oh, I'm going to try ashwagandha, without you actually understanding what it's meant to do and how it's meant to help you. So there are certain categories, if you like, of adaptogens that are kind of designed to help you do different things. So the ones that I tend to work with most are helping people who feel a little bit run down or need to really get in control of their stress and anxiety, as I said. So the ones that I tend to recommend and utilize are things like ashwagandha, things like reishi, shisandra, is also one that I kind of use quite a lot. I also often use cordyceps and Asian ginseng too. Now, there's different types of ginsengs, right? So there's American ginseng, there's red ginseng, there's white ginseng, there's white Asian ginseng, there's just Asian ginseng. So you'll find that there are a lot, and you're kind of going, well, how do I know which ones they do? Well, this is where you need to speak to somebody who does actually understand that some are designed to stimulate. So, for example, red ginseng, white Asian ginseng, London Piscis, and Shakpia. Those are the ones that you would definitely use to kind of stimulate you. Now, if you're somebody who I work with who is usually more anxious and stressed than not, those are not the ones that you want to be heading towards. So the ones that I mentioned for calming effect are Shisandra, Ashwagandha, Reishi. If sleep's a bit of an issue, Rhodiola is something as well. Now, there are others. I'm just giving you some. And then if you're kind of feeling like you're just a bit run down and you feel like you're older than you actually are, then things like Asian and American ginseng, cordyceps, and shaglit are also really good ones to go for. And really, it's all about helping you to rebalance those stress hormones and get everything back on track in a very gentle way. And you want to be taking them, for a number of weeks before they have an effect. Sorry, I'm just starting to feel that I'm getting a croak, excuse me. Taking my collagen coffee, which is very nice. So you want to be taking them for, a good 2 or 3 weeks before you feel the benefits of them. Like most things, right? Quick fixes are too good to be true. You're not going to feel the benefits of them just by taking them once, right? Which is what a lot of people expect. You will feel the benefits if you take them regularly over time. And if everybody's different, how their body breaks them down and utilizes them. One thing that we do know is if you take them in kind of like a tea from the more natural herb sources, then your body obviously is going to absorb them and be able to utilize them much more quickly than if they have to be broken down from, say, a capsule. Often they're in powdered forms, and adding things to your smoothies is really good. So if you're using matcha, for example, you can add in some of these other things. There are a lot of coffees now that are also made with cordyceps and with reishi and with various other types of mushrooms because they work well with coffee. And I just think that, for a lot of us, we dismiss the naturally occurring roots, like essential oils, right? All of this stuff was here before our manufactured medications, right? And all of these things are what a lot of our manufactured medications are based upon. We know that roots and herbs can help to heal. Okay, what a lot of us seem to do is still think that that's all a bit woo-woo, and yet we were woo-woo before we had all of the stuff which we now are using and is causing us massive health problems. So for those of you who don't know, I'm a great advocate for any kind of natural alternative, whether it's a multivitamin type of supplement or whether we're talking essential oils or whether we're talking adaptogens, because there are a lot of natural things that are naturally occurring out there. Nature's amazing. It gave us all the stuff we need. It's just that we somehow have lost the ability to know what to use and how to use it. So I manage my heart disease. I had a heart attack, as most of you know, 3 years ago now. And I don't take any of the medication apart from the blood thinners that I was given. And potentially I could take something else for those too. But it's not because I'm being awkward. It's because I know that the side effects from the medications that they want me to take, I am not prepared to live with and to put my body through unnecessarily when there are natural alternatives that will do the exact same thing. So why would I not use the natural stuff? Now, that's not the case for everything, obviously, but it is actually the case for more things than you would think. So if you are concerned about, the medication that you're on and you're wanting to look into what are alternatives, especially for things like high blood pressure and blood sugar balance, So if you've been told you're pre-diabetic, then looking at what are alternatives, things like berberine, things like garlic, things like turmeric, getting in enough Q10 for your body to actually utilize the stuff that you're taking in. Really simple things that we can all do and are not expensive, which means that you're not subjecting your body to all of the side effects from other stuff. So that's what I want to share with you. Adaptogens are excellent, and as I say, I recommend them for those of you who were listening to the webinar that I did. That's part of the supplementation when we talk about stress management. And talking of that webinar that I did, folks, if any of you are still umming and ahhing about whether or not you want to jump on the 5-week detox so that you feel amazing by the 1st of June, then please do put a comment below here, because we will be opening the group this weekend, and we're going to start on Monday. So you need to get your skates on and get in touch with me so I can have a conversation with you and make sure that you are a good fit for the group. If you didn't get a chance to hear the webinar, or you don't know what I'm talking about and you are interested, drop a message below this video and I'll get in touch with you today and let you know all about it. Sorry, my voice is really going. So what I wanted to say was, folks, if you do think adaptogens may help you from a stressed out point of view, I'm absolutely certain that they will, but please make sure that you speak to somebody who knows what adaptogens work well and which ones do what, so that you're not, for example, taking a combination of ones that are both stimulating and calming, because they will just keep your body in a state of imbalance, and you're trying to get it back into a state of more balance. So I hope that's been helpful. If it has, please give me some thumbs up, likes, love hearts, put a comment if you are using adaptogens, and if you have noticed a difference, why not share with us how long you've been taking them for, and how you felt before and how you feel now, and just what you were taking, because it's always nice for other people to read that folks are doing this stuff. And on that note, I'm going to wish you a happy weekend, hopefully with some lovely weather. If not warm sunshine, at least sunshine. And if you are out and about, obviously to take care of yourselves, stay safe, keep being sensible, folks. I'm sure you all will. And have a good one. I'll speak to you again soon. Bye.